Championship Sunday has arrived at the West Banco Arena in Wheeling, West Virginia. It's the 2026 Mountain East Conference Women's Basketball Title game between the University of Charleston Golden Eagles and the Glenville State Pioneers. The 1 and 3 seed set to battle it out on Championship Sunday. Sixth time these teams have met on Sunday for a title in the Mountain East Conference. Travis Jones along with WVU Hall of Famer Meg Bulger. These teams slightly familiar with each other.
Yeah, they're going to be very, nervous at first, I'm sure, but they're comfortable in this situation. They've been here, as you mentioned. I think this game comes down to execution late because it's going to be a series of runs throughout the game.
Yeah, certainly Charleston, a lot to play for. The automatic qualifier in the NCAA tournament. They're on the bubble as we head into Selection Sunday. Coming out party for their freshman this weekend, Jordan Scully.
Yeah, it was a tale of the freshmen for Charleston yesterday. Scully in particular, 4 of 7 from deep, 5 of 8 from the field, 16 points. Huge day for Scully when Charleston needed it.
Glenville State, top scoring offense in the Mountain East Conference. Plenty of options, including their forward from Cameroon, Wonder Okoye.
Yeah, and Travis, you know what? I'm going to do it. She was wonderful yesterday for Glenville State. 7 of 14 from the field. Was feeling it all night. 4 of 9 from three-point land. 18 points for Glenville State.
MEC's premiered women's program, Glenville State, looking for their 6th conference championship in the last 13 years. Pioneers and Golden Eagles battle next.
We are there for you, to care for you at the health plan. We are here for you. We are there for you, to care for you at the health plan. We are here for you.
Visit Wheeling, West Virginia.
Starting lineup time here in Wheeling, presented by Omni Strategic Technologies. Better business through technology. Paris Stokes, second team All-MEC. The point guard, Canton, Ohio, 14 points, 4 rebounds for the University of Charleston. Corrine Pickney, leading scorer for Glenville State and their starting 5. 5-foot senior guard from Annapolis, Maryland, 15 points and 3 rebounds per game. Has knocked down 17 made threes. And Meg, we mentioned at the top, Glenville State top scoring offense in the Mountain East Conference, up around 90 points per game. University of Charleston, on the other hand, they're one of the lowest scoring offenses. They get it done with their defense, just 66 points per game, but they only give up 63. They've got to ugly this game up.
No, absolutely. They got to control the tempo, got to control the pace. I think the boards and turnovers are going to be crucial in this game.
2 regular season meetings between these teams. One close, one not so much. 87-66. Glenville won the most recent matchup in February. Earlier in the season, it was a 90-78 win for Glenville State. So the Pioneers trying to complete the 3-game series sweep this season. Third member of our telecast is Brad Howe, and he's on the sidelines with the final word before the opening tip. Brad?
All right, thanks, Travis. All right, Coach, you just met with your team for the final time before tip-off. What was the message?
Man, your skill, your athleticism, your physical traits, the fact that we are even in this spot, all of it is a gift from God. How hard we go out and play is our gift back to him. So I just want us to play as hard as we possibly can for 40 minutes. The rest will take care of itself. It already has. So just go play and leave it on the court.
All right, thanks a lot, Coach. Good luck.
Thanks, Brad. Bubby Johnson, second season at the helm of the University of Charleston Golden Eagles. He was an assistant coach for a long time prior to that. And great success for Charleston. As I mentioned, sixth time they have played Glenville in this championship game. They've won 2 of those. Glenville's taken home 3. Pioneers trying to win their 6th MEC Conference Championship. Glenville in the tournament, we know that. They don't need to win. UC on the bubble. Last regional rankings, they were not listed in the top 10, but there has been some bubble damage done in some of the back half of that top 10. So Charleston with an opportunity perhaps to sneak in with an at-large, but certainly they don't want to leave it to chance. All right, ready to go. Championship Sunday in Wheeling. First of 2 games here in the MEC. Men's title game coming up later on today between West Liberty and Fairmont State, the 1 and 2 seeds in the Mountain East Conference Tournament. Charleston in the maroon uniforms. Glenville's in the all-white as we get this one underway. There's Scully. Dumps it down inside, kicks it back out. Metrick for 3, way off the mark. Nice save, however, by Womber to keep it in play, but Glenville controls.
That's those nerves you talk about early on. You just want to get comfortable, get your first couple of shots out, see what the defense is giving you.
And Pinckney takes the defender Paris Stokes right to the rim and draws the foul. Talked about her 5 foot, but lightning quick. And got a good matchup on Stokes, who goes 5'5" and was able to back her down.
Yeah, Glenville State has a few guards that just come out. You have to give some space. Get a hand, make them shoot a 3 over you, but you know they're looking to drive and do exactly what she just did, get to the free throw line.
Free throw up and good for Corrine Pinckney, 82% on the season. Emily Stoller, head coach of the Glenville State Pioneers, took over for Kim Stevenson when she left to go to Marshall, and now, of course, is the head coach of the University of Tennessee Lady Vols. Stoller, a former Glenville State player, also spent a season on the coaching staff at Fairmont State University. Setting Metrick, point guard from Bosnia. Has it for UC. 2-0 early lead for Glenville. Here's Scully in the corner, falling out of bounds. Throws a hook pass to save it in, stolen by Kigbo. Pinckney with it, out to Jada Alley for 3, no good. Offensive rebound, however, for Bryant, brings it down around her waist, tied up. Glenville maintained possession. Good job there by Womber and Natalie Smith to tie her up.
Yeah, Womber's going to have her work cut out for her. Saw some foul trouble in the semifinal game, so she's going to have to be aware of that. Play smart. Some possessions you got to be willing to give up so that you stay on the floor. And Jada Alley, she's a great shooter. Just know the spacing on the floor. You don't need to shoot it that deep. She had some daylight in front of her.
There's another 3 in the corner. It's up and good. And right off the bench is Wander Okoye.
And you do not want her to get hot early. That just builds confidence. She's that type of player. When she hits 1, she wants to hit 4 more.
43rd made 3 on the season for the senior from Cameroon. Scully with it. UC needs a bucket, down 5-0 early.
And look at that pressure defense, forcing Charleston all the way back out to that half court. There's 8 seconds by the time they even get back to that 3-point line. That's tough.
Stokes rebounded by Metrick. Stick back off the window high and banks in.
Yeah, those are those veteran plays that Metrick's going to make. Get those offensive rebounds. Get the little, garbage buckets inside and be tough. That's her game all day.
All right, Nyla Davis in to run the point now. 5'4" junior from Baltimore. Works the pass to Pinckney. She'll take a 3 off the mark. Scully with the rebound for the University of Charleston. Up the floor, down by 3. Trying to overcome a shaky start to the game. Metrick penetrates the elbow, cut off. Flips it back out to Paris Stokes. Golden Eagles just 2 starters that average in double figures, and Stokes going to be called on her 2nd personal foul on a moving screen.
And that's bad news there for Charleston.
And that's a tough call because what's Stokes supposed to do there?
Right. I mean, it's kind of incidental contact, I thought, from both. That's tough.
Yancey with it deep between the circles. Sends it to Akigbo, the sophomore from Nigeria. Glenville State on top. Alley's back in the game, dumps it to Akigbo. Backs in on the freshman Smith, fade in the corner. Rebounded mid lane, taken by Stevie Yancey. Scoops it out.
And that's what you can't allow Glenville State to do, is get those second chance opportunities. I thought Natalie Smith did a great job there on Okigbo, forcing a difficult short corner shot. Now you give them an opportunity at that second chance opportunity. They're getting to the free throw line on a foul. Mitra just lost her footing.
Okoye on the take. First foul on Mietrich, team third. And Okoye, 74% free throw shooter. (5-2) free throw up, good for Okoye. Next one good. 5-point lead once again for the Pioneers, and here comes the pressure. Glenville feasts on turnovers with this full court press. They turn the opposition over 735 times coming into the season. Nevaeh Brooks, freshman from Clarksville, Tennessee, with a jumper, 7-4. As he drives, kicks, extra pass up top. Okoye for three, right down the middle.
That's exactly what she wants to do. She hits one, she's gonna hit another. And right now, with Paris Stokes on the bench, Charleston's got to be very careful of who's handling the basketball. They are going to smell blood in the water. They're going to want to pressure these guards. They've got to be careful. You've got to V-cut, get open, all the fundamentals right now.
Brooks tries to get it to Scully underneath. The freshman can't collect it. Ball picked up by Glenville. Okoye up ahead. Travel called. Extra step from Pinckney.
I love the look of, what do you mean? And then you watch film the next day and you're like, oh yeah, yeah. What am I doing? I was gone. I was running a track meet right there. But that's a nice break for Charleston.
Olivia O'Day comes in for UC. Brooks off the bench to run the point, freshman. Wearing that heavy right knee brace. Sends it to Womber, now to Scully. Drops it mid lane, taken by Womber. Drives baseline, bump fouled. And Bridget Womber, the redshirt freshman from Columbus, Ohio, get to the free throw line to shoot two.
That's a better possession. Although that angle is very tough. Scully's got to be careful making that pass, that entry pass into Womber. I like the use of Womber at that high post. Less pressure on the guards. You're able to get into the interior of that Glenville State defense. Now you're at the free throw line. You can steal two here, get back on defense, try and get a stop, but they've got to find some movement outside of that three-point line with Glenville State's defense pushing them so far, and she's going to miss the first.
41% at the line this season for Womber. And misses both. Rebound taken off by the Pioneers. Thompson with it. And looking backdoor, back to Thompson. And Davis misfired. Miscommunication there leads to a Glenville turnover. One thing about the Pioneers, if you watch them through the years, they like to sub. Used to be 5 at a time. That was the system. I think it's changed a little bit, morphed. Still a lot of substitutions, but not the complete line change like we're used to seeing. Try to keep their players fresh and keep that pressure on.
Yeah, and it's amazing. They said they don't miss a beat. Everyone that comes in the game is giving some sort of production, whether it's defense or offense.
6-point lead, 5:40 opening quarter. Mietrich in the corner, head fake, driving in, contact, and a foul called. Stevie Yancey committed the foul and took the worst of it.
And that's a win right now for Charleston. Even though you're not getting the bucket, you at least get to the free throw line. Yancey now has a foul. I mean, those are all good things right now. You got to put Glenville State on their toes. You can't let them put you on your heels. as a defender, pushing you back from that three-point line, making you take bad shots, put them back on their toes, be aggressive, get to the free throw line.
Yancey out with an ankle twist, it looked. Charleston has struggled this year at the line, just 66%. But they knock in 2 there. So good job by Brooks to deliver to get it back to a 4-point deficit. 10-6. Alley with the ball, sends it over. Pinckney circles through, scoop reverse, turns into a nice pass to a Kigbo. She'll throw her shoulder into the defender. Shot clock at 10. Crossover Thompson, pocket picked. Metrick knocked to the floor. No foul called. And we're going to get a whistle. And the shot clock reset. So Charleston, I don't believe, had full possession there, so should not have gotten the reset. 5:10 to play. And Bobby Johnson was looking for the fouls. Metrick got knocked down.
Yeah, I think Bobby Johnson has a case to make right there. Sometimes it works out that way, to stop and play, and he gets depleted a little bit more. Not that it's going to do anything, but at least there's that recognition.
Do have video reviews this year for the first year in the Mountain East Conference tournament. And I think the alternate official is having a discussion whether or not they need to go to the monitor or if they can just handle that with the officials keeping track of where the shot clock should be, or if they are going to reset it. All right, goes to 8.
Yeah, I never thought Metrick really had possession of it for it to reset, so the right call.
Yeah, never took a dribble.
She didn't make a football move.
Right, yeah, exactly. Whatever that is. All right, Davis sends it in right side. Okoye for 3, short. Rebound, Metrick. And she gets slapped and fouled. It's been a rough sequence here for Cindy Metrick. Foul charge to Nyla Davis.
Yeah, takes one right to the face. That's the type of player she is, though. Some players got in foul trouble yesterday. She's on the floor with 3-4 freshmen at a time and absolutely leads them to victory.
Brooks misses on the runner. Kigbo with the rebound. Lead stays 4. Alley puts it on the floor. The Marshall transfer. Drives in. Shot blocked by Scully. Gets it to Metrick. UC attacking. Metrick just lost the handle. Ball taken back and nearly into the backcourt. You've got to get it completely across. And I don't think Yancey fully got across the timeline.
Yeah, she was kind of straddling it, just had 1 foot over.
A Kigbo, 15-footer. Strong. Rebound taken by Charleston. Womber with it. 4:17 to play. And the fact that UC has held Glenville to 10 points, that's a win for the Golden Eagles.
Yeah, absolutely. They haven't necessarily capitalized on some of these miscues from Glenville on the offensive end, but that's going to come in time. It's a game of runs.
Get a reach foul and an arm bar called on the Pioneers. 4:02 to play in the opening quarter. Said UC had to make this one a physical, low-scoring contest. So far, mission accomplished.
No weekend plans? Try some of ours. From unrivaled outdoor adventure you won't find anywhere else in the world, to hometown plates and platters that pair well with the local craft beers. The happiest hours start here. Mountaineer Country. Come, go wild.
Attention Mountaineer Challenge Academy graduates. Specialized free training programs are available to you. Career and technical education leading to industry-recognized certification and job placement in welding, building construction, medical assistant, and heavy equipment operating. Our career-focused and resume-building tracks are designed to allow you to dictate your own success. We'll give you professional guidance and interview and resume-building skills to help you get to the next level. Learn more at wvjobchallengeprogram.org. Another challenge for a better future.
It starts with just one text, but now you're checking your notifications, changing your playlist, and all of a sudden, your mind isn't where it should be. It's tough to avoid. I mean, distractions are everywhere, but the last place they should be is behind the wheel. In fact, driving distracted is not only dangerous, it's illegal. If you're caught with a phone in your hand while driving, you can be pulled over and given a ticket. So keep your eyes on the road, not your phone.
Regional State Farm Insurance Agents proud to support the 26th Mountain East Conference Championship Tournament. Call one of the MEC sponsoring agents today. Mark Zeck in Grafton, Chad Broadwater in Wheeling, Kerry Antelock in Fairmont, Rob Johnson in Clarksburg, and Jody Herrick in Elkins. 10-6, Glenville leads by 4. Let's check in with Brad.
Thanks, Travis. Glenville up here by 4 points, but just shooting 22% out of the gate, and the message during that timeout was to get some movement offensively. Pioneer staff thought the offense was too stagnant, too much standing around, implored them to get moving and do what they do.
UC with the ball out of the timeout. Charleston 2 for their first 5. Matrix step back 3, banged it.
A big-time 3 there from Metrick right out of the timeout. And to Brad's point, yesterday, Glenville State had 19 assists. They were efficient. They're moving the ball. Sure, they're hitting their shots, but they were moving the ball. It wasn't a lot of one-on-one.
And driving in, and again, Metrick involved in contact, and she is down. I think they banged knees. See, a ton of discomfort. Metrick has been involved in 3 physical plays here in this opening quarter.
Yeah, and she's a tough player, so for her to be down and in that much pain.
Yeah, just got kneed. Actually, it looked like maybe even a little above the knee.
Right, in that muscle area right there. Yeah, and she's a tough player. That's just very uncomfortable.
Good to see her up on her feet. Hits that 3, come down trying to take the charge. And Cindy Metrick able to walk a little bit. Hopefully they can ice it and get her back in the game. That is her second foul, Meg, so probably was going to go out with the fouls anyway. So a chance here to maybe get her back into playing shape.
Yeah, and some good time for Bobby Johnson to figure out which 5 he wants to send out here, how we're going to defend, what it's going to look like without Metrick. She kind of runs the show defensively and sets the tone for Charleston.
Yeah, Paris Stokes came back in for her. She's got 2 fouls.
Yeah, she's got to be careful.
Kigbo sends it to Thompson. Enters at mid lane. Backing down. Shot up strong for Bryant. Rebound UC. Good look for Bryant. Just couldn't get it to fall. Here comes Stokes. She averages 14 points per game. Yet to score in this game. And step back 3. Off the mark. No good. Missed by Brooks. 1 and done. For Charleston, Glenville's made 1 of just their last 8. And the dump down knocked away and stolen. O'Day got a tip of it.
Yeah, the post inside, they've done a tremendous job defending the paint. Great look from Stokes.
Yeah, backdoor Davis, but a good job by Kigbo to come over and close the door. Davis on the cross. Drives in, off balance, missed the shot. Womber with the rebound.
Yeah, not too often are you going to see Glenville with Okigbo just hanging out on the perimeter. Bryant was out. Great job of Charleston, I think, defending the paint, forcing Glenville State off those blocks.
Kick, corner, O'Day, 3, good.
That's great for O'Day. That's a huge three. Offense is in need from Charleston, but again, O'Day's an undersized post playing Bryant, who is really tough on the block. She's doing a tremendous job so far.
17th made three on the season. Okigbo drives in, contacted by Womber and fouled, and Okigbo will get to the free throw line, and now Womber's down.
Yeah, great skip pass. Get that Glenville State defense moving late to close out, and nails it. And you see Womber just moving right along with Okigbo. She loves to get it on that elbow and go a straight line drive right inside, use her athleticism.
Fifth foul on Charleston this quarter. 2:13 in the opening quarter. Chance for Nwando Okigbo to tie the score at the line. First one is up and good. Glenville State this season, 69% from the stripe on the year. And they've had a great year. Came in exactly 100 less free throw attempts than their opponents. Again, with this full court press, they do foul a lot. Natalie Smith from Nitro, West Virginia, brings it over. Skips it to Scully. She'll drive in, a little hook shot with the right hand on the move, and it hangs on the left rim and falls.
And that's big for a three-point shooter to establish that you can put it on the paint, you can drive. They have to defend you evenly now. They can't just dictate you as a three-point shooter.
Pickney, ball volleyed for, taken down, and cleared by Glenville. They'll skip it over to Allie. Allie puts it on the floor, cut off, out to Okigbo, 10 to shoot, backs down on Smith. Fires over the right side, Pinkney for three. Off the mark, no good. Rebound taken by Scully. They try to rip it from her. She pushes it over to Stokes. She's trapped in the corner. Back to Scully. Here comes Charleston. 2 seconds to get it across. Scully does. 3-point lead for Charleston. Scully right in front of Allie. To Smith for three. Strong. Rebound tipped and taken down by Bryant. Okigbo for three on a standstill shot. Rebound by Scully. She'll be tied up. Arrow will bring it this way with Charleston. Let's get an injury update on Cindy Metrick with Brad Howe.
Yeah, as you guys identified, she got banged above the kneecap there. They worked it out, taped her up. She's back on the bench and ready to go back in the game.
57 seconds from the quarter changeover, so might insert her once we get to the end of the first quarter. Glenville just 2 of 14 from the floor. This is the start UC needed. Ball deflected, didn't need that. Ball picked up and stolen by the Pioneers. Driving baseline, Thompson can't finish. Scully with the rebound, throws it dangerously, taken by Stokes. Back to Scully, open three.
Just picking up right where she left off yesterday. Huge three. And this was the story for Glenville State yesterday. They shot 52% from three, so they were hitting everything today. They can't buy a bucket the last few possessions, but that's going to be a big one there to close that bleeding from Okigbo inside.
We'll get right in there, 17-13. Final shot time for the University of Charleston. 10 seconds. Stokes pulls it out. Second team All-MEC performer. Kicks it. Corner, O'Day. Three blocked on the closeout by Yancey. 1.9 to shoot it for UC.
Smart play by Stokes to kick that out, not drive. Don't risk getting that third foul with seconds left in the first quarter.
All right, Stokes lobs it in, intended for Smith. Knocked out again, 7/10 now. As Charleston will look now for a quick catch and release. They get it into, it was deflected. Scully was open, good job by Okigbo. So a couple of nice plays there by Nwando Okigbo as she gets a layup that breaks a 0 for the last 10 for Glenville from the floor, and then a tip away. End of one, Charleston leading by 4.
Leading the efforts to build a stronger West Virginia, the High Technology Foundation has a proven plan to strengthen and diversify our state's economy. The I-79 Technology Park's high-capacity infrastructure continues to attract advanced federal operations that are driving economic growth. This keeps our young, educated residents in the state and brings West Virginians home. The High Technology Foundation, building a stronger West Virginia. Learn more today at WVHTF.org.
Everybody come clap your hands. Oh, don't you know when you dance, you've got to smile or you can't cry. Try it a while.
Farmers, have you heard about the West Virginia Senior Farmers Market Nutrition Program? If you are selling fresh fruits and vegetables in the months of June through October, you sell your produce in the state of West Virginia, and you grow at least 25% of what you sell, you are eligible to take the vouchers. You can find the application online at agriculture.wv.gov or get one by calling 304-558-2210. This is taxable income, and you will need internet to redeem the vouchers. The deadline to apply is April 15th.
Across West Virginia, hospitals are always here, healing, helping, and standing strong for our communities. Hospitals save lives and build livelihoods. They're among our largest employers, with a passionate workforce of 54,000 West Virginians. Hospitals are economic drivers, contributing close to $17 billion to our state's economy and working to ensure access to care for all. From life-saving moments to wellness support, West Virginia hospitals keep our state healthy, our families strong, and our future bright.
What a magical 2022 season it was for the Glenville State Pioneers. National champions. They went undefeated until the MEC Championship game where they lost to Charleston 80-77. Their only loss on the season, went on to win the national championship. Kim Stevens, as we knew her then, of course, she has since married Justin Caldwell, the former Glenville State men's basketball coach. Now Kim Caldwell, the head coach of the University of Tennessee Lady Vols. Right now, Kim certainly has bigger fish to fry. She's lost 7 in a row going into the selection show for the Division I women. Tennessee still expected to make the tournament. Her second year in Knoxville after a successful 2-year stint in Huntington at Marshall University, where she recruited Jada Alley, who just missed that runner. Won the Sun Belt Coach of the Year in her first year. There's a bounce pass inside to Smith. Dumps it underneath. 4-point lead out to Scully. Guarded by Alley. Good defense there by Jada Alley. Huntington product. Floater up. Short. No good. Rebound. Okigbo. Metrick back in. Missed that jumper. Here's Pinckney. Euro step to the basket and finishes.
That's a tough finish there from Pinckney. Good defense from Scully. Offensively, last possession, Charleston a little stagnant. Not a lot of movement. Too much dribbling. They've got to get back to passing the ball, cutting. Work that high post a bit, but you got to get that Glenville State defense moving.
Kick out. Natalie Smith for 3. Rebound taken off and nearly tied up. Good job there by O'Day to reach in but not commit the foul. Okigbo isolated on the freshman Smith. Drives her baseline, scoops it up, left it short. Rebound taken by Natalie Smith. Gets it to Paris Stokes. UC's leading scorer has not scored. Scully has. She'll try again. Short on the 3 this time. Stevie Yancey quickly into the front court. Takes the pass out to Pinckney. Pinckney drives in, misses the shot. Battle for the rebound. Bryant with the scoop. O'Day got a hand on it. She gets it back, lost it on the way up. And now O'Brien tries to throw it out. It's taken by Scully. Stokes will walk it over to the right wing. 15 on the shot clock. Glenville in a zone. Stokes tries to force it inside to Smith. Poked out, stolen. 8th UC turnover. Scooping shot the other end. Pinckney can't finish. Pinckney bumps Metrick coming up the floor. Finds Scully. Waits for the defender to clear. Drives in. Kisses it off the glass on the runner.
That's a pretty play from Scully. I loved it. Loved the shot fake. Not expecting to come in from the drive. Doesn't go in and make contact. Gives enough space to kiss it right off the glass.
7 points for Jordan Scully. And Charleston back up by 4. Okigbo going high-low, mid-lane to Bryant. Bryant bumped, muscles it up, won't go. Good job by O'Day.
And there's some frustration there from Bryant after not making that last shot, but I thought O'Day played excellent defense. No foul there. I thought it was tremendous defense inside.
Metrick again involved in a play that it winds up on the floor. Good job there by Yancey to get the tip away. Here's a 3 up good for Paris Stokes. Finally joins the party.
Not known for her three-point shooting, but hey, if they're going to give you space, you got to make it, got to knock it down.
Spin by Yancey, hit it off the bottom of the rim. Glenville State, another scoring drought. O'Day with it out to Metrick. 7-point UC lead, 6:29 remaining in the second quarter. Metrick with Yancey reaching in. Gets it to Stokes, 5 to shoot it, dumps it down to Smith. Smith lets it go out of bounds. It'll stay with UC, 1 on the shot clock. UC's Natalie Smith will check out of the game. Kennedy McLean will come in. 6'2" junior from South Carolina. One to shoot it. Stokes into Metrick and got it out of her hands. They say in time, but it hit no rim. Shot clock violation. All right, Emily Stoller trying to get through this rough patch here with her team offensively.
Yeah, a lot of transition buckets that they missed, coming down looking for fouls, didn't get them, and there's another steal there from Charleston. They're doing a great job defensively.
Yeah, Metrick with the steal. Metrick drives in, runner high off the window, no good, and Cindy Metrick foul. Be at the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, a lot of possessions where Glenville State missed easy shots down there, as you're going to see Metrick after the steal. Great job. You have a lane, no one in front, no one steps in. Keep going. Allow someone to foul you. Glenville State usually, sorry, Travis, does a great job of, you have a missed shot, they're basically securing every offensive board, and they just have not been able to do that. I think Charleston's doing a great job of securing and not allowing those second chance opportunities.
That was on Thompson, her first. And Metrick makes it a 9-point lead, 5:52 remaining here in the second quarter. Paris Stokes will check out. And back in is Nevaeh Brooks. There's a 3 from Okoye. Rebound taken by Charleston. Quick shot, quick miss. 7-0 run for UC. Up the floor they come. Metrick to Scully. Thompson with her. Over to Metrick. She'll hoist the 3. Strong. Out of bounds. Glenville. Been that kind of first half for Glenville. Davis in position. Couldn't handle the errant miss from Metrick.
Yeah, just a lot of mental mistakes you don't see. Now, that's a tough one to grab anyways, but that's a lot of mental mistakes you don't see Glenville State generally making. Usually someone's securing rebounds. They're getting out in transition, but right now, just not seeing that strength and power underneath.
Scully for 3, rims off, rebound. McClain sticks it back up and in. Kennedy McLean averages 3 points a game. A bonus bucket for UC, and that's going to be a bump foul on O'Day. Has got too much of Bryant. She got knocked to the floor and fouled. First whistle on Olivia O'Day. Team 1 of the second quarter of play, but UC has come to play. The Golden Eagles with an 11-point lead on the top seed Pioneers.
We are there for you, to care for you at the health plan. We are here for you.
For over 4 decades, we've been rooted deep inside West Virginia. Through thick and thin, supporting local families and businesses. Proudly serving your neighborhood since 1979. Your trusted partner in the community.
The Health Plan, we are here for you.
Glenville State University offers cutting-edge programs, small class sizes, and dedicated faculty providing students with a personalized experience focused on their success. With the lowest tuition in the Mountain State, every student has the opportunity to achieve their goals. At Glenville State University, you'll find a community that supports, challenges, and inspires you every step of the way. From hands-on learning in state-of-the-art facilities to internships that connect you with real-world opportunities, we prepare you for the challenges and triumphs of tomorrow. Pioneer your future at Glenville State University.
UC 9-0 scoring run, 236, but been getting it done with their defense.
No, absolutely. They've done a great job interior in the paint, holding them to one shot, limiting those second chance opportunities. The guards have secured rebounds as well, and they're getting out and patient on the offensive end.
Yeah, 16% from the floor for Glenville early in this game. Brad Howe?
Travis, you've got one of the all-time great Mountaineer basketball players sitting just to your right in Meg Bolger. There's another one across the floor in assistant Jared West on the Glenville State bench. Obviously a wonderful player for the Mountaineers. Coached Clarksburg Notre Dame High School to a state championship. In that last timeout, he took over the play design there, trying to shake up the offense a little bit. And Jared stepped in, drew it up, and continued the message of stop the one-on-one play. We got to get the ball moving and see if you can break out of this cold streak.
Shot missed, rebounded by UC. Jared West, one of the most iconic shots in Mountaineer basketball history. Send West Virginia to the Sweet 16, and his head coach, Gail Cowell, with a win over then. Now past WVU head coach, but future Mountaineer head coach, Bob Huggins at UC.
Yeah, Brad, you should have looked in and said, hey girls, do you know who's speaking to you right now? Listen to this man. I love that
Somebody
message.
banking a three for Glenville for crying out loud.
I mean, yeah, the one-on-one, it just, I understand the thought process behind you're looking to score. You want to challenge someone, but what has gotten you to this point? The balance scoring, hitting threes, moving the basketball, shifting the defense. You understand all that, and that's where the composure comes in and execution, just those reminders in big games like this.
Yeah, frustration all around right now for the Pioneers, and UC, they're over there thinking we got this right where we wanted it. This was the game plan, and it's playing out. Absolutely.
They're completely controlling the pace, the tempo. You haven't seen Glenville State able to get out and run. When they have, they've missed because Charleston's been back. They've just been extremely effective on both ends of the floor.
Scully fires it up and won't go. Ball tipped out to a Kigbo. 5-minute scoring drought for Glenville. Pinckney works it to Stevie Yancey. Yancey hoists a three, in and out, no good. One and done. McLean with the rebound. Clears it over to Paris Stokes. There's Brooks. 3:25 to play until halftime. Stokes wants to start the offense. 16 on the shot clock. Scully turns, fires three, short. Rebound, McLean has it on her hip. Trying to get it under control, staved in by Yancey. Great hustle for Stevie Yancey. Works it over to Pinckney. Glenville very fortunate to be down by only 11. UC's had a lot of empty possessions.
Yeah, and we know that they can score in bunches. And this is a game of runs. If there's anything I've seen in these last couple of days in these games, there is no safe lead.
Alley for three, way off the mark. So Glenville really pressing now on their half-court offense. O'Day, she'll think about it. Rebound Okigbo. UC 4 of 14 from beyond the arc. Okigbo attacks the rim, scores it.
Nice take there from Okigbo. You got to get something generated. Generally, it comes from their defense. They've got to get that pep in their step. They've got to start trapping. Get themselves energized to go play offense. A lot of times when you're getting scored on, it's not as much fun to run down the other end. You've got to generate that energy from your defense.
Yeah, just 4 points off turnovers for Glenville so far in this first half. Potential for more here. Pinckney streaks to the other end, scores it.
Yeah, then all of a sudden, you got a little step. You want to go play defense now. You get a bucket, now you want to get another steal. And that's how Glenville State has generally gotten their offense, their pace, the way they've been able to dictate it. Charleston, they've got to keep composure, just keep running their stuffs and stay patient.
Stokes tries to get it in the corner to O'Day, and a good job there by Bryant to keep her hand in the passing lane.
And just a really nice read there from Pinckney. Gets out, she has the lane, she has the opening, just goes and finishes. Defense to offense for Glenville State.
Well, Glenville has forced turnovers. That's not been the problem. They have forced 11. They've just not been able to cash in on them.
Right, got to be able to be efficient. Got to convert those.
Two UC players in the same area, they collide. And Brooks, very fortunate to maintain the possession. Shot clock at 7. Passes down to McLean, puts it up too strong. Gets it back, it didn't hit the rim. Gonna have a held ball arrow to Charleston, but 2 on the shot clock.
And again, these are possessions that I'm used to seeing Okigbo or Koyak come down with those rebounds. And right now, Charleston, they are making that effort. They're just completely making that mental decision to go get rebounds.
Ball in, 2, 1, didn't see the shot clock.
And this is where Glenville State take that as a small win. You have to just keep building. You got this next minute and 24 to close a 7-point gap.
Yeah, that's a case right there where that's on your senior your more veteran players on the floor to make sure everybody's aware there's only 2 seconds on the shot clock.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because sometimes the way Scully plays, you don't remember that she's a freshman.
All right, 1:24 to play. Pioneers up the floor, trailing by 7. Yancey in, scooper, no good. Okigbo with the rebound over top of Stokes. Falls it up and in. Yancey is injured. Holding her lower right leg. Yancey tried to get up, and now she will walk it off. Oh, yeah. He'll land it on a foot.
Roll. And it's that time of year. You know, you've played all season. You play hard. You play a lot of possessions. You play a lot of minutes. You're playing 3 days in a row here. The body starts to wear on you.
Yeah, and injuries affecting both of these teams throughout the season. And Glenville in particular, Ashlyn Riley, their second leading scorer at 11 points per game. Torn ACL. Here's Scully for 3. UC needed that one.
That's big time. That is a big time freshman.
Gave her a long 2, I believe, 28-21, foot on the line, so 7-point game. 40 seconds, turn, spin, Pinckney, up and good.
Yeah, the senior on the other end. Great decision, great footwork.
5-point game, 30 seconds left, 6-second differential, game clock to shot clock. Paris Stokes looks over to her right to her head coach, Bubby Johnson, to get the play call. Stokes been held to a 3, drives to the basket, runner up, good.
Wallenberg set that up all day for her, sealing Okigbo completely out of the way and providing a lane for her.
Davis drives in, held, fouled by Scully, just the second foul of the quarter. on UC, first on Jordan Scully.
Yeah, that's amazing. It's only their second foul of the quarter. They have played clean, great team defense. And Glenville State, the reason they got in some trouble was because of a lot of one-on-ones, and that just tells you that Charleston has been able to contain, keep them in front, defend, and close out possessions with rebounds.
Wander Okoye will come back in. Ball goes into the corner to Pinckney. 5 to shoot it up top, turn, fire 3, off, no good, missed by Okoye. Rebound Charleston, and they're going to take a 7-point lead into the dressing room. So if you're a UC fan, you'll take it. Just weeks ago, you lost to this team by 21 points. Today, a different story in the first 20, as Charleston will take a 7-point lead after leading by double figures. Let's check in with Brad. He has Emily Stoller.
Coach, struggled to get some of the shots to fall there in the first half, but yet you're only down 7. What's your message at half?
We got to share the basketball. We're trying to do too much on our own. Every trip down the floor, at least 4 people have to touch a basketball. We're having 1 or 2 people maybe each trip touch the basketball. So just sharing the basketball, key to being able to score in the system like we have.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Brad. Fairmont senior high school grad Emily Stoller trying to win her first MEC Conference Championship as the head coach. Charleston leading by 7, halftime here at the championships in Wheeling.
The best thing about West Virginia is hope.
The commitment we're making is $2.2 billion in the state of West Virginia.
It's creating opportunities for the next generation to have career-sustaining jobs.
We're creating career paths and jobs.
Everybody's talking about it. Hogas is doing it.
This gives opportunities for underprivileged communities to have new jobs, to have new opportunities, and it just gives people hope.
Learn more at wvisforhope.com.
It starts with just one text, but now you're checking your notifications, changing your playlist, and all of a sudden, your mind isn't where it should be. It's tough to avoid. I mean, distractions are everywhere, but the last place they should be is behind the wheel. In fact, driving distracted is not only dangerous, it's illegal. If you're caught with a phone in your hand while driving, you can be pulled over and given a ticket. So keep your eyes on the road, not your phone.
No weekend plans? Try some of ours. With a generous serving of historic sites, foodie eccentricities, and brewery diversions, the happiest hours start here. Mountaineer Country. Come, go wild.
Halftime in Wheeling, presented by McKinley Architecture and Engineering Experience Innovation delivered. 7-point lead for the 3 seed, the University of Charleston Golden Eagles, trying to win their way in to the NCAA tournament, leading Glenville by 7 points here at the break. Travis and Meg back with you again for this championship game. And again, as game plans go for Bubby Johnson, this could not have gone any better in that first half of play. If you're UC, your goal is try to get as far ahead as you can before Glenville figures it out, because they will.
Yeah, absolutely. They haven't gotten this far, been the #1 seed, and done what they've done because they don't know what they're doing. There's going to be adjustments made, and I think you just heard Coach Stoller say that. you got to move the basketball. 4 people have to touch it at least. I think they settled for a lot of one-on-one, and I thought Charleston's defense was prepared for it. They were ready. They were containing, and I think on the offensive end, they dictated the pace. They were patient. They saw what the defense was giving them, and in turn, they were able to capitalize on three-pointers and inside. They're winning the rebound battle, which Bubby Johnson has to be excited about, 26-17. So all things going right, you just have to keep that momentum building for the second half.
Yeah, Glenville team likes to play fast, perhaps playing too fast and too impatient in that first half. Charleston leading by 7 more. Halftime next.
Struggling with high school? The Mountaineer Challenge Academy in Kingwood and Montgomery provides the structure to help you succeed. You can earn your high school diploma in 22 weeks. Call us today or visit wvchallenge.org.
We are there for you, to care for you at the health plan. We are here for you.
For over 4 decades, we've been rooted deep inside West Virginia. Through thick and thin, supporting local families and businesses. Proudly serving your neighborhood since 1979. Your trusted partner in the community.
The health plan, we are here for you.
My name's Katie, and I'm a sophomore at Virginia Tech. I'm studying to be a lawyer, which means I'll be in school for 6 more years, and college isn't cheap. But my parents opened a Smart 529 savings account when I was 6 months old, and having that savings has given me the opportunity to focus on my education.
Smart 529 is West Virginia's education savings solution. Turn your savings into their success. Visit smart529.com. For more information, contact Smart 529 to obtain a program description, which includes investment objectives, risks, charges, expenses, and other information. Read and consider it carefully before investing.
It starts with just one text, but now you're checking your notifications, changing your playlist, and all of a sudden, your mind isn't where it should be. It's tough to avoid. I mean, distractions are everywhere, but the last place they should be is behind the wheel. In fact, driving distracted is not only dangerous, it's illegal. If you're caught with a phone in your hand while driving, you can be pulled over and given a ticket. So keep your eyes on the road, not your phone.
Leading the efforts to build a stronger West Virginia, the High Technology Foundation has a proven plan to strengthen and diversify our state's economy. The I-79 Technology Park's high-capacity infrastructure continues to attract advanced federal operations that are driving economic growth. This keeps our young, educated residents in the state and brings West Virginians home. The High Technology Foundation, building a stronger West Virginia. Learn more today at wvhtf.org.
Seven-point lead in the women's halftime. Charleston leading Glenville. Coming up 4 o'clock, we got a treat for you. Third meeting between West Liberty and Fairmont State coming up for the title at 4 o'clock on MetroNews Television. Hilltoppers have an outstanding junior in Jamie Muldowney from Ireland. He's been spectacular here in Wheeling, looking to lead the Toppers back to another conference championship. Fairmont State beat West Liberty in triple overtime in the title game last year in the offseason. They added some key components, including C.J. Meredith, the transfer from Marshall University from Huntington. He has been terrific in the first 2 wins for Fairmont State, including last night's win over Concord. They played triple overtime last year for the championship. They'll meet again at 4 o'clock today on MetroNews Television.
Everybody come clap your hands. Don't you know when you dance, you've got to smile or you can't cry. Try it a while.
Attention, Mountaineer Challenge Academy graduates. Specialized free training programs are available to you. Career and technical education leading to industry-recognized certification and job placement in welding, building construction, medical assistant, and heavy equipment operating. Our career-focused and resume-building tracks are designed to allow you to dictate your own success. We'll give you professional guidance and interview and resume-building skills to help you get to the next level. Learn more at wvjobchallengeprogram.org. Another challenge for a better future.
Glenville State University offers cutting-edge programs, small class sizes, and dedicated faculty providing students with a personalized experience focused on their success. With the lowest tuition in the Mountain State, every student has the opportunity to achieve their goals. At Glenville State University, you'll find a community that supports, challenges, and inspires you every step of the way. From hands-on learning in state-of-the-art facilities to internships that connect you with real-world opportunities, we prepare you for the challenges and triumphs of tomorrow. Pioneer your future at Glenville State University.
7-point lead for Charleston here at halftime, much in part due to the youngster from Sydney, Ohio, Jordan Scully.
Yeah, I don't think I can call her a freshman anymore after her performance last night and tonight. Just continues it. 9 points, 5 rebounds. Great fake here. Kiss off the glass, showing she's more than just a three-point shooter. Huge start from the freshman to give Charleston the 7-point lead here at half.
3 and a long 2 for Glenville State. Not a lot of offensive highlights for sure in that first half, but Okoye doing her thing.
Yeah, came in hot early, looking to score. Loves to shoot it deep from 3, but as you mentioned, Travis, that was about all they got from deep in that first half, and looking to move on a little bit here offensively to get some things going for Glenville State.
Today's halftime stats presented by Call Cruth Roofing and Sheet Metal. Leave your roof to us. Glenville looking for a better third quarter, down by 7 at the break.
The best thing about West Virginia is hope.
The commitment we're making is $2.2 billion in the state of West Virginia.
It's creating opportunities for the next generation to have career-sustaining jobs.
We're creating career paths and jobs.
Everybody's talking about it. HOGAS is doing it.
This gives opportunities for underprivileged communities to have new jobs, to have new opportunities, and it just gives people hope.
Learn more at wvisforhope.com.
President, Fairmont State University, Dr. Michael Davis. Appreciate you stopping by. What's happening up at Fairmont State these days?
Lots of things.
Ready for the start of the third quarter. Charleston leading by 7. Brad had a chance to talk with Bubby Johnson, who I'm sure was happy with the way things unfolded in the first half.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Travis, especially the defense, as you would imagine. Thought they played their gaps very well. And then I found this interesting from him. He was proud of his players for the way they knew their assignments. He said the way Glenville shuttles players in and out, it's easy to get confused on who your matchup is, and he thought his girls did a great job of knowing who they had without having to wait for the coaches to tell them. So very pleased with the overall defensive effort.
All right, Glenville with the ball to start the third quarter of play. Alley out to Pinckney. Shot clock down to 16. Drive in by Pinckney and got it to fall. Green Pinckney with 9 points.
There's Pinckney again in the paint early on. And Travis, something that I thought was interesting, Glenville State only 3 players have scored, so they've got to start finding some contributions from everyone. They're used to a more balanced attack. They're used to moving the basketball, and I think that's key to get some contributions from everyone because Charleston's really locking them down.
Lead down to 5. Scully on a seal inside, gets it to Womber, and she's fouled on the turnaround by Bryant, her second.
And I love right off the bat, get it inside, establish a paint presence. If she didn't have anything, Womber, turn, kick it back out to your three-point shooter, but instead draw a foul. You're at the free throw line. That's a great start for Charleston as well.
All right, Womber missed her first 2 at the line. Connects on that one. Womber, St. Francis de Sales High School, her alma mater in Columbus. On the second rebound, Natalie Smith gets inside position, lays it up, and good. Got inside a Kigbo.
I mean, I haven't seen that happen this entire week. Kigbo giving up position. When you don't have it, Natalie Smith, tremendous job, another freshman.
Good to see Stevie Yancey back out there for Glenville after twisting her ankle late in the first half. Kick out, Bryant 3, no. Rebound taken by Charleston. Glenville 3 of 13. From downtown. Matrix flicks it. Scully in the corner. Smith for 3. Strong and long. Alley should have let it go. She tried to toe the line and save it and stepped on the baseline.
Yeah, and that's a tough mental error there. And to Brad's point, as you see her, she's going to reach for that rebound. That left toe is going to edge that baseline. To Brad's point, Charleston, they're focused. They understand their assignments. They know where to be. That's completely locked in, composed, understanding the situation. In Glenville at times, yeah, you see them talking back and forth with the coach. They're a little confused at times. And then some mental errors like that.
All right, Scully misses that one, and Glenville does let that one bounce out of bounds.
You know, especially in games like this, it really does come down to every single possession. I am locked in, I'm engaged, I understand. And when you give up a possession here, a possession there, you're just one person that did that. So if your teammates are all doing it, that's a lot of possessions that combine for some mental errors.
Pinckney blocked by Stokes. Stokes up the floor, harassed, bumped, hits the sideline. Turnover. It goes back to Glenville.
Yeah, that's tough, but great job of her teammates picking her up. Great block on the other end from Stokes with those fouls too, played it perfectly. I know she wanted a foul right there, but I think she had already stepped out by the time Pinckney even came close to reaching in.
All right, Glenville gets it back, 8:14 remaining in the third quarter. Charleston leading by 8. Pinckney, jump pass as she left her feet. Davis attacks, offensive foul. Paris Stokes takes the charge.
Nice job from Paris Stokes. We just mentioned the play prior where she got a block shot on Pinckney. This time steps in on Davis. Well played, draws the charge. Great defensive stop for the little guard underneath.
Smith powers her way down, and it's an offensive foul. She lowered her shoulder and just bowled her way in there over Bryant.
Yeah, nice play there from Bryant. I thought that Natalie Smith kind of got a little off balance at that point right there. I think she thought she was further over on that left side to go up with it than she was, and when she picked her head up, she wasn't, and just kind of dug her shoulder down to create some space. Well played from Bryant inside.
Womber in for O'Day. 7:48 to play. We have back-to-back charges taken. And up come the Pioneers, down by 8. Okigbo denies the handoff, squares up, drives it on Smith, fires it out. Davis, no. Rebound underneath, lost out of bounds. Scully saves it from going out, gets it to Stokes. One and done for Glenville State. Once again, they are not getting the offensive rebounds at the normal volume they do, considering the amount of shots they've missed.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, 15 offensive rebounds yesterday. They had 25 points off of that, and right now they only have 6, and not really getting any second chance opportunities, only 7, which is low for them.
Matrix can't get it to fall on the back iron. Allie with the rebound. Sends a nice bounce feed down to the low post. Bryant's doubled, back out to Allie, scoops it to Okigbo, and she traveled right in front of Smith.
Yeah, Womber played that really nice. She didn't come and help up, but she established presence inside, and Natalie Smith was right there all over her, ready to defend one-on-one, and just her footing gets lost.
6:55 to play in the third quarter. Charleston maintaining here. Right now, their goal is to get to that 4th and maintain this healthy lead. Give themselves a legitimate shot in the final 10 minutes. A lot of eyes on this game, I'm sure, around the Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference, because Charleston could be a bid stealer for the NCAA tournament for an at-large team. Kick out. Scully, head fake, drives, pulls up. Baseline jumper won't fall. Natalie Smith with the rebound. Sends it back up and in.
Really nice job underneath from the freshman to square shoulders, find that glass and use it. A lot of times people get that rebound and just fire it back up, not using the glass. I love that she found it.
4 points in this first 4 minutes for the freshman, former Nitro Wildcat. Driving, off balance. Bryant can't connect. Rebound taken by Charleston. Back up by double digits is UC. Kick past Metrick, far side corner for 3. Strong. Rebound bounces into the possession of Pinckney. She'll push. She'll drive against Stokes. Layup good.
Great take for Pinckney. She's been all over the place tonight.
Back down to an 8-point lead as Senni Metrick brings it up for the University of Charleston. Over to Natalie Smith, looking backdoor, fires it off the fingertips of Jordan Scully.
Yeah, and Pinckney's really great in transition. Anytime she's going downhill, she's going to get the jump on Stokes and Smith. Quick little hesitation, easy finish on the right.
Yeah, and Stokes got screened by her own player, Natalie Smith, there inadvertently. Nancy, hand over to Pinckney. Pinckney attacking, spinning, shooting, scoring.
Really nice. I mean, Pinckney's a one-man show right now. Stokes is defending her. She's going to try to play clean, not too aggressive with those fouls, but only 2. And at this point, it's second half. You're okay to play a little bit more aggressive.
Stokes pull up off the mark, no good. Rebound slapped out of bounds as Allie knocked it away from McLean and out of bounds. 5 minutes to play. And the senior from Annapolis, Maryland, Kareen Pinckney, trying to keep Glenville at striking distance.
We are there for you, to care for you at the health plan. We are here for you. We are there for you, to care for you at the health plan. We are here for you.
No weekend plans? Try some of ours. From unrivaled outdoor adventure you won't find anywhere else in the world, to hometown plates and platters that pair well with the local craft beers. The happiest hours start here. Mountaineer Country. Come, go wild.
Whether you just graduated high school, are finishing up something you started, or starting up something you intend to finish, Concord University in Athens, West Virginia is your next step. At Concord, classes are small, professors are accessible, and programs are built around career opportunities in fields like healthcare, business, education, science, the arts, and public service. It's affordable, it's personal, and it's designed to move you forward. You'll see it in the classroom, you'll see it at homecoming, and you'll definitely see it at graduation. Concord University. Come to learn, go to serve.
Regional State Farm Insurance agents proud to support the 2026 Mountain East Conference Tournament. Call one of the MEC sponsoring agents today. Rick Bailey in Fairmont, Lisa Shepard in New Martinsville, Taylor Shepard in Moundsville, Jen Kessling in Buchanan, Tim Moore in Grantsville, and Lori Gristle in Wheeling. 5-minute mark, third quarter, 2-possession game. Brad Howe.
Glenville State talking about in that huddle offense again. Movement and spacing is critical. And then, Meg, to your point about the offensive glass, Coach Solar wants them hitting every offensive board. She says that's where they're going to make up the difference here in the final few minutes.
All right, 5 minutes. Ball comes into Stokes. Glenville as close as they've been in quite some time.
Yeah, and that's not asking them to reinvent the wheel. They are dominant on the offensive glass. She's just asking them, let's do what we always do. Let's not make any changes here. You just have to go want it, because a lot of times I'm seeing them stand and watch, which I'm not used to seeing. They're very active on the board, so it's surprising to see them not be as effective as they usually are.
Metrick with the ball, 5 to shoot it. Bounces over to Stokes, 2 and 1, and she's fouled by Allie on a 3. Allie's in disbelief.
That's a smart play by Stokes. Go up with it, Allie. It's tough.
Yeah, tough
It's more basketball I watch nowadays. Kids are getting very good at going up on the 3 and drawing it, and it's getting called more and more. And it's tough because it's smart by the offensive player, and it's really tough on the defensive player. Sometimes you're defending, and they fire it up and fall on you. That's
Stokes free throw, good. One more coming. Hits all 3.
I just showed my age. I called college players kids.
It's a stark reality when it hits you back. All right, turnover for Stokes. Wait till you get on to second-generation players. That's when it really hits you. Metrick dumps it down to McLean. Throws it to no one. Miscommunication there. Ball sails out of bounds. Davis will check in. Quick update from the PSAC Women's Championship. IUP leading Gannon 57-56 with 21 seconds to play. A couple of notes on that one. Of course, the MEC men are hoping, West Liberty and Fairmont State, that Gannon wins that game. That could force the split region on the men's side. And also, that IUP team is coached by Craig Carey, the son of former Mountaineer head women's basketball coach and legend Mike Carey. Of course, was Meg Balger's college coach as well. Ball rims out. Kigbo can't finish. Up ahead, Scully. Cut off. Yancey got back defensively. Driving in. Metrick, runner. Turns into a nice pass to McLean. She throws it out to the perimeter to Stokes. Out to Scully, and they're staying with Scully like glue here in the second half. Off glass, no rim, so no reset on the shot clock. It's down to 7. Stokes uses a screen. Ball taken down by Yancey. Couple of good looks there for Glenville on that, or rather Charleston on that possession. Speaking of good looks, Yancey can't finish in the paint. Whistle, tie up, arrow coming back to Charleston.
And great hustle from O'Day. She's wincing to get up, but on one end, grabbing those offensive boards, McLean and her kicking it back out. Even if you don't get that opportunity, that's demoralizing to grab some offensive boards, and great hustle back as Yancey can't finish and go up with it. You just see the frustration.
All right, O'Day will come out. 3:20 remaining in the third quarter. 9-point game. 38-29. Stokes harassed by Alley. And 10-second backcourt violation. So Jada Alley creates that turnover.
And nice job, Jada Alley. Did nothing special there. Just kind of makes Stokes lose the ball.
I think the question Bobby Johnson is questioning was, did Stokes get it across half court, and then did it get knocked into the backcourt?
And then knocked over.
But I don't believe, again, she has to get the ball and her body across half court.
Yeah, I don't think she did.
Davis with it over to Alley. Backs in on Scully, finds a cutter. That's back to Davis, gets inside of Stokes. Stokes left her feet, fell into her, and picks up her third personal foul.
And that's fine at this stage in the game from Stokes, but now she just has to be careful. They're going to keep attacking her. She's played it really well, and she's going to take a few minutes here, probably the rest of this third quarter, I would think, as Charleston played without her for much of that first. But that's a nice take just to get some offense going from Nyla Davis. She was 5 of 6 from the free throw line in the semifinals, her only points of the game. So someone that you want to see at the free throw line if you're Glenville State.
Well, Davis just 52% on the season, but has shot better at the line this week. Connects on both. First points of the game for Nyla Davis. 2:57 to play. The lead's down to 7. Third quarter. Bounce pass sideline, bobbled, but controlled by Brooks. Matrix backing down on Alley. Using a screen. Good job there by Alley to fight through it. Smith kicks it over. Catch and release. Brooks, air ball. Stuck up. Rolls off. No good. Opportunity for Womber. 7-point game. Here's a kickbow. Drives on Natalie Smith. Scores it, and she's fouled.
Yeah, and just like that, the miss from Womber after an offensive board. That's a quick 2. You come back down. You let Okigbo get to the hoop. Foul. She's going to get to the free throw line, and just like that, it could become a 4-point game if she makes it. If not, that's just a game-changing play from one side of the floor to the other.
Pinckney will check back in, replacing Jada Alley. Double-double opportunity for Kigbo. Ten and 10, and it's down to 4. Glenville's not led in this game since the 6:48 mark, opening quarter. Hand off to Scully. And a turnover on Charleston.
And Bobby Johnson remains calm on the sideline, telling them, calm down, it's all right, be patient. There's been a few of those miscue passes in this quarter. They just have to be very, very purposeful with everywhere you throw the basketball, because Glenville State's definitely ramping up their defense.
7-point lead for Charleston at halftime, down to 4. Here's a 3, Yancey off the mark. Rebound ripped away from Brooks, saved in the corner. Give credit to Davis, and she converts on an 18-footer.
Yeah, huge play. Didn't quit on the rebound there from Davis, able to tip it out.
All right, Scully sends it out to Metrick. Ball tipped away, out of bounds, last touching Glenville. Right now, Pioneers hustling all over the floor and just making the 50-50 plays.
Yeah, they're making Charleston question themselves, which is something that you haven't seen them do all game. They're a little impatient. They're unsure of where they're going with the basketball, and that's due to their pressure.
Bounce into Metrick. 70 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Again, Charleston playing for their season, most likely. Stokes blocked. Womber, rebound. Smith didn't get out of her hand in time. Shot clock violation. All right, Bubby Johnson wants them to look at whether Womber's shot hit the rim. All right, so here it is. Well, yeah, it hit. Well, that hit
the one before.
Yeah, the one before.
Stokes airballed it. Womber came down with it, went back up, and that's when Natalie Smith was able to secure that second offensive rebound. So I think the question is when Womber got Stokes' miss.
Yeah, clearly it was not out of Natalie Smith's hand.
Right.
But the shot before that was Womber, and it's the UC contention that this shot hit the rim, and obviously, well, here it is. That one didn't for sure. That one did. So that should have been a reset.
Yeah.
All right, the officials still have not gone to the monitor. Yeah, that's a reset.
Absolutely.
Yep. Now, after three officials discussed it, they'll look at it. This should be UC ball when we come back. 101, third quarter.
The best thing about West Virginia is hope.
The commitment we're making is $2.2 billion in the state of West Virginia.
It's creating opportunities for the next generation to have career-sustaining jobs.
We're creating career paths and jobs.
Everybody's talking about it. HOGAS is doing it.
This gives opportunities for underprivileged communities to have new jobs, to have new opportunities, and it just gives people hope.
Learn more at wvisforhope.com.
Panhandle cleaning and restoration, and we're gonna save you. We've got it down to a science, an absolute state of art. We do it all, restoration, cleaning, and reconstruction. When disaster strikes, just pick up the phone. We're Panhandle cleaning and restoration, and we're gonna save you.
Another look here. We're looking at Womber's follow-up after the Stokes shot was blocked. There's Womber, 21. 2 on the shot clock. She shoots it, hits the rim. Shot clock never reset. Violation was called on Natalie Smith. Clock goes to 18. UC ball, 101.
And I'll tell you what, the focus, and you talk about everyone plays a role, the bench. The entire UC bench, the end of the bench, the girls in the sweatpants were telling Coach Johnson, no, that hit the rim, no, that hit the rim.
And they're going to lose the possession anyway on a moving screen called inside on Natalie Smith. 14 foul on UC in this quarter. Third foul on Natalie Smith. All right, chance to tie or take the lead. Okigbo drives in, too strong. Took it right at Natalie Smith, who's got 3 fouls. That was the right matchup. Couldn't get the finish. All right, Mitra Charleston in need of a basket in the worst way. Smith in the corner. Back out to Paris Stokes, who's been held to 8 points, just 2 field goals. Timer down to 5. Brooks in trouble. Gives it up. Womber has to launch it. Shot clock violation. 14 seconds. All right, Glenville again. Chance to take the final shot of the third quarter. And perhaps tie or take the lead. Alley back in. Scully counters for UC.
Yeah, and you can feel that energy shifting. Charleston's got to be careful. The last few possessions have been a lot of miscues. A little impatient, no spacing. While Glenville State's starting to feel that it might be their turn to make a run.
Alley with 6. Gives it over to Davis. Davis launches from 18. Short. Rebound. Stokes picks it up. Lobs it from half court. It was on line, but a few feet short. Championship fourth quarter coming your way. 1 possession game. Charleston trying to pull the upset and dance in March.
We are there for you, to care for you at the health plan. We are here for you.
For over 4 decades, we've been rooted deep inside West Virginia. Through thick and thin, supporting local families and businesses. Proudly serving your neighborhood since 1979. Your trusted partner in the community.
The health plan, we are here for you.
Farmers, have you heard about the West Virginia Senior Farmers Market Nutrition Program? If you are selling fresh fruits and vegetables in the months of June through October, you sell your produce in the state of West Virginia, and you grow at least 25% of what you sell, you are eligible to take the vouchers. You can find the application online at agriculture.wv.gov or get one by calling 304-558-2210. This is taxable income, and you will need internet to redeem the vouchers. The deadline to apply is April 15th.
Glenville State University offers cutting-edge programs, small class sizes, and dedicated faculty providing students with a personalized experience focused on their success. With the lowest tuition in the Mountain State, every student has the opportunity to achieve their goals. At Glenville State University, you'll find a community that supports, challenges, and inspires you every step of the way. From hands-on learning in state-of-the-art facilities to internships that connect you with real-world opportunities, we prepare you for the challenges and triumphs of tomorrow. Pioneer your future at Glenville State University.
My name's Katie, and I'm a sophomore at Virginia Tech. I'm studying to be a lawyer, which means I'll be in school for 6 more years, and college isn't cheap. But my parents opened a Smart 529 savings account when I was 6 months old, and having that savings has given me the opportunity to focus on my education.
Smart 529 is West Virginia's education savings solution. Turn your savings into their success. Visit smart529.com. For more information, contact Smart 529 to obtain a program description, which includes investment objectives, risks, charges, expenses, and other information. Read and consider it carefully before investing.
All right, we head to the fourth quarter of play, and IUP defeated Gannon 61-57. So IUP won 2 out of the 3 meetings with Gannon during the regular season. It's our anticipation they'll jump Gannon for the top seed, and Indiana University of Pennsylvania will host the Atlantic Region tournament on the women's side. Glenville in. Fairmont feels comfortable. They won a game here in Wheeling that they'll get in. Charleston, clearly on the bubble. UC hoping to cut down the nets and alleviate any question, but Charleston at that number 10 seed. Wesleyan lost in the opening round of the tournament quarterfinal round matchup, so they're also squarely on the bubble. Here's a jumper. Alley for 3. No good. Off the mark. Rebound. Tie up underneath. Arrow will bring it the way of Charleston.
A good look for Allie, and again, just wonderful job on the boards there from Walmberg, coming down with it. Really taking away those second chance opportunities, which is why the score is so low, not to mention Charleston's dictated the pace, but Charleston's got to find a way to get a bucket. They have not scored in over 4 minutes.
Here comes Stokes into the front court. And how about these numbers? Glenville shot 26% from the floor, 12% from three. They've been out-rebounded 45-23, and it's a one-possession game.
That's, I mean, how you staying in this game.
Stokes into the corner. Metrick dribbled it. Off her knee, out of bounds.
Yeah, Charleston, they've been giving them some gifts. That's how they've been able to stay in it with 22 turnovers to Glenville State's 9. And most of them have come by their own doing. They've had some errant passes, dribbling off foot. They've had a lot of possessions that they've given away on their own offensive side of the floor.
I'm going to look at this one again as well, as Nyla Davis got the tip. And it looked like it went off to me. I saw the replay one time. It looked like it went off Metrick. Yeah, right off her kneecap. Should be Glenville ball. We come back. 2 points. Charleston lead.
Leading the efforts to build a stronger West Virginia, the High Technology Foundation has a proven plan to strengthen and diversify our state's economy. The I-79 Technology Park's high-capacity infrastructure continues to attract advanced federal operations that are driving economic growth. This keeps our young, educated residents in the state and brings West Virginians home. The High Technology Foundation, building a stronger West Virginia. Learn more today at WVHTF.org.
We are there for you, to care for you at the health plan. We are here for you. We are there for you, to care for you at the health plan. We are here for you.
Well, review continues. Metrick dribbling in the corner. Nyla Davis got her hand in there and knocked the ball away from her. Right there. And it looks to me like it comes right off of the knee of Metrick and out of bounds. That was the call on the floor. Now, do you see what I see? Or?
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. Get another look in it. It doesn't look like Davis gets it there, and the knee does.
Okay, they've looked at this one a long, long time, multiple angles. Well, one possession game, 9:24 to play. Every possession important. If UC keeps the ball, 8 seconds on the shot clock. Point that out. Here's the call.
After review, the call on the floor stands. It will be Glenville ball.
All right, final look. Yeah, I mean, tough to tell if it hit Metrick's knee or not, but
Yeah,
I did
there's
see her,
nothing
I
to-
saw her muscle flex, almost like she was trying to, a reactionary pull her
Right.
knee back.
Yeah, and there's nothing to overturn that. So the right call on the floor, and as you said, though, every possession matters. Everyone likes to think, oh, the last 2 minutes, so crucial, every possession. You can go back to a lot of possessions throughout a game and want to do things differently.
All right, a kick bow. Dumps it inside to Bryant. Ball deflected by Stokes, but it tips right over to Davis. They'll bring it up. Glenville looking for the tie, or perhaps the lead. Runner, Yancey, off rim, no good. Rebound cleared off by Womber. Out of the trap is Stokes. Gets it to Metrick. Swings it over to Smith. Back to Stokes. Double-digit lead at one point in this game for Charleston. They were up by 11 midway through the second quarter. Up 7 at halftime. And now clinging to a 1-point lead. Shot clock down to 7. Stokes with a screen. Smith wanted it. Gets it. And sails it over the cylinder. The ball taken by Glenville. Top of the key, cross screen, can't use it, gets it to Davis. 15 on the shot clock, pulls it back out.
And of the 5 players for Glenville State on the floor, only 3 have scored.
Davis muscles her way in, off glass, no good. She's fouled. She'll go back to the line.
Davis being one of those players. She's just going to be patient, read the lane. Stokes is not going to foul. No one steps in.
That's Stokes' fourth.
Or Stokes' fourth, excuse me. Yeah, gave it up way too easy.
All right, so Stokes and Smith go to the bench. O'Day will come in and bring Brooks with her. All right, so Nyla Davis at the line. Glenville's missed just once. Davis, 52%. She's 2 for 2. Short. Davis cuts it to a 1-point game. 8:04 remaining. These teams in their 6th meeting for a Mountain East Conference Tournament Championship coming down to the wire. Metrick drives, can't score. Womber kicks it out. Scully, deep 3. Volleyed around and cleared by Glenville.
Yeah, getting those second chance opportunities, you got to find a way to convert those. They've had some tough possessions. They've been stuck on 38 for a while.
Charleston 4 of 22 from beyond the arc. Chance for Glenville to take the lead. In and out, no good for Bryant. 7:20 to play. Charleston in need of a bucket in the worst way. Kick out, O'Day for a 3. No. Long rebound, picked up by Brooks. LeVay in the corner, works it back out to O'Day. Up to Scully, head fake from 3, attacks in against Okigbo. Throws it off the glass, turns it on a nice pass and a spin. Lay-in by Womber, her first field goal.
And so far right now, Charleston leading 11-7 on that second chance opportunities. Doing a phenomenal job, and especially that time, they've gotten some looks on those offensive rebounds, can't convert, and Davis takes it to the bucket and misses.
Good job there by Scully, just enough contact. Pass up ahead, O'Day lays it in.
Man, and that's something you don't see very often. Glenville State not getting back in transition.
42-37, lead is 5. Driving is Davis, scooping, missing. Rebound, Womber pulls it down.
Glenville State's got to be careful. You can't get back to that one-man show stuff. You got to be patient. Start moving the basketball.
Metrick, scooping runner, no good. Rebound taken by Okigbo, under 6 minutes to go.
I don't love that shot. You've got time. You're a half-court set offense. Move the basketball.
All right, the Pioneers trying to find just enough offense here to get back in this game. Drive, foul, Pinckney to the line to shoot 2.
Charleston just needs to defend the paint at this point. Every single possession down, you know they're attacking. They have not shot well from three-point land. They're 2 of 16, in fact. So challenge them to hit one. But right now, you can see what their MO is. It's to challenge you not to foul. So you've got to contain and stay in front and be ready to move. They're not passing the ball effectively around the rim, so just play one-on-one defense, rely on some help, and don't foul.
Pinckney, 82% free throw shooter. 13 points in the game for the senior from Annapolis, Maryland. First one is up. It is around and in. Cuts it back to a 4-point game, 42-38. Pinckney with 14, leading all scorers. And rattles that one home, too. 3-point game, 5:40 left. Metrick. Head fake. Scoops it to Scully. Enters it. Nice entry in there. Scooping layup. McLean over the cylinder. And a reach-in foul called on O'Day. 90 feet from the cylinder, trying to tie up Bryant. That's number 2 on O'Day. It's the 3rd foul of the quarter on Glenville.
Yeah, you're not going to
Charleston.
A better entry pass. And McLean's got to go up and finish that. She had the time. The defense is on your back. You got to just go up and finish. I know she wants that one back. And to your point, Travis O'Day, you can't foul that far away. Now you have 3 team fouls with 5 minutes left, sending them to the free throw line awfully soon.
And over. And a jumper for 3. Well short. Partially blocked. Okoye. Rebounded by Glenville. 12 to shoot it. Out to Yancey. She'll try a 3 for the tie. No good. Rebound taken underneath by Charleston. Metrick brings it up. 4:50 on the clock as she brings it into the front court. O'Day tries to dump it inside to McLean. Throw it away. Ball taken by Glenville. Okoye in the corner. Out to a Kickbow for 3. Rebound bounces to the feet of O'Day. She picks it up. Wraparound pass and advance. Up to Brooks. Brooks going to attack. Drives. Off glass. Tough shot.
Love that strong dribble before she went up. That's how you gain that power to go back up. Before she fell out of bounds, gets it off the glass. Great take.
5-point lead. Pinckney going to reset and back it out. 4:10 to play. Pinckney again. Now restarts. Crosses over on Brooks. Brooks slaps the ball from her. Back-to-back big plays by Nevaeh Brooks, a true freshman. How about this finish at the other end from Brooks?
And how about another freshman? Great job taking it in there like a veteran and comes down. Great hands right on Pinckney, who's had a really nice job getting to the hoop for Glenville State, but quick hands from Brooks. No foul, clean hands on the ball, great defense.
Whistle as the ball came in and Yancey had not established, I guess. That happened quick. Turnover on Glenville. Under 4 to play. Metrick scoops it wide of Scully.
Yeah, you got to be careful with those kind of passes against the Glenville State team like this in a tight ball game. Everything needs to be purposeful, secure, pass with meaning. You know, you can't lay anything out there for chance.
24th turnover of the game on Charleston. 5-point UC lead, 3:37 to play. A Kickbow. Up to Bryant. Bryant drives in, shot blocked.
Another freshman.
Yeah, they just keep coming. More freshmen.
Really do.
Polanco. And it went off of Bryant.
Really well played, no body, all ball. Polanco had a huge game yesterday, 3 of 5 from three-point land.
I think Glenville needs to asked that to be reviewed. That was not off of the shooter. That was off the block shot. Again, the women do not have challenges per se, but they can request reviews within reason. And that was a miss. That should have been reviewed.
Yeah, that's a possession that matters and you're going to want back.
All right, Metrick bounces it over to Stokes. Back in with 4 fouls. Stokes drives, throws it over the cylinder. Back comes Davis. Crossover in the corner. Drives in. She's fouled. Will shoot 2 with 2:56 left.
Yeah, smart heads-up play there from Davis. Keep attacking. Scully jumps too far over defensive-wise, and Scully reads it and is able to have her on her back and draw a foul. And on the other end, Stokes, you're up 5 at that point. You've got to move the basketball. That's not a great take. You're not even going into contact to draw a foul. You're fading away from it. So if you're going to go in, at least go in trying to draw a foul. But otherwise, stay patient. You have the lead. You need to work the ball for a better shot.
By Davis, 3 of 4 at the line. First one up and good. This to get it back to a 1-possession game. Rattles home. 2:56 to play. Glenville down by 3. An offense that averages 86 points per game, held to 41 thus far.
That's unbelievable.
2:43 left. Stokes hands it to Metrick. Kicks it over. The freshman for 3. Polanco, back iron, no good. Loose ball in the corner. Picked up. Womber trying to maintain her footing. And a timeout taken once she gets possession of it by Bubby Johnson and University of Charleston Golden Eagles with a fresh 20 on the shot clock.
Yeah, great hustle play there from Womber, tracking that basketball down and not leaving anything to chance. Calling that timeout is Bubby Johnson.
Leaves Charleston with 2 timeouts remaining. Glenville has their full 4 second half allotment.
And Charleston offensively, you know that Glenville State, they're going to leak out. They're going to try to go for every steal and be overly aggressive. Move the basketball, catch them off guard. Then you're going to have your driving lanes. Then you're going to have some position inside. But you can't just try to go one-on-one while everyone stands and watches and, you know, maybe you just throw it at the glass. You got to make them move. Make them make a mistake. Make them go for a steal. Then you have numbers going to the basket.
2:26 remaining in the 4th quarter of play. Charleston 44, Glenville 41. Side in to Paris Stokes. Womber with it on the elbow. To Metrick. Quick look at 3. Steps through. Passes to the outside. Polanco pull up. Off glass too strong. Rebound Stevie Yancey. Closing in on 2 minutes to go. 1 possession game. Davis with the ball. Glenville looking for the matchup. Looking for the drive. A kickbow. Quick touch over to Yancey. Dump it inside to Bryant. She has not scored. Reverse layup. Back iron, no good. Whistle, foul. Bryant to the line. That was on Womber. Second, 5th team foul. So Charleston is over the limit. With 1:45 to play, Glenville has not committed a foul here in this 4th quarter. That could be big if they have to try to foul. All right, Bryant at the line. Again, has not scored. Senior from D.C., 65% on the season. Got it. Leah Bryant. Glenville's been very good at the line. 14 of 16. That's the one area on the floor where they have shot well in this game. Brian hit them both. 1 point game.
To your point, they've done well at the free throw line, but we said earlier when O'Day was fouling 90 feet from the basket, they were given too many early fouls that were going to cost later.
Lob came in dangerously, picked up by Charleston. That was there for the taking. Stokes steps through all the way to the basket, left it short. Volley for the rebound. Stokes tries to save it, cannot. Out of bounds to Glenville. 1:35 to play. UC clinging to a 1 point lead.
Yeah, that's tough. Great hesitation. Got Bryant to stand up out of position and just couldn't go finish.
Meg, the Pioneers have not led since 2:35 in the first quarter. Here they come. Chips down, trying to win their 6th MEC title. A Kigbo. Double deny the handoff. Gets it to Alley. Alley, the Marshall transfer. Short, rebound. Womber, reach-in foul called on Bryant, her 3rd, but again, just the 1st on Glenville in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, Womber did a really nice job of grabbing that rebound and securing. Alley misses, tough take, but really nice job of Womber just protecting that basketball. And if you were going to reach in to get it, you were going to commit a foul, which Bryant does.
1:16 left. Charleston has scored, but just 6 points in this 4th quarter. Yet they still lead. Smith to Metrick. 1 minute. Reach. Foul. Yancey, her 2nd. Not, again, a terrible thing for Glenville State.
No, not at all. And with only a minute left, we just mentioned that foul situation. If you had to give it, that's fine. I don't know if I'd have given it right there, but you have them to give.
And again, they've got 2 more. They can continue. Point being, they can be ultra aggressive and really gamble. Smith at the elbow. Pushes it. Scully, who's been quiet here in the 2nd half. Jordan has 9 points. Shot clock at 5. Womber, turnaround, back iron, and straight through. 3-point game. Here comes Glenville. Pioneers have only made 2 threes in this game. Ball's knocked free. Arrow in favor of Glenville. Tie up. Pioneers will maintain it. 35 seconds game clock. 23 on the shot clock. Right now we got to check and make sure everybody's okay. That was like a tush push. All
really
kinds of contact from every angle.
It was great turnaround jumper, a friendly bounce for Womber. And the defensive hustle there from Stokes, just getting a slight hand on it, and all hands were on deck the minute that ball hit the floor.
And Bryant took the worst of that. She had 3 different players dive into her. And we're going to have a timeout taken. The 35 seconds remaining. Be a full timeout. 23 on the shot clock. Pioneers basketball trailing by 3. There you see Jared West, senior, with an offensive suggestion for Emily Stoller, the head coach, and I think that got signed off on it.
We're not going under on anybody. Yes, over on everybody. You have to loosen up and come with. You have 22. If she puts her head down and goes, take a solid charge. Wait, stay in front. Do not stay in front.
Oh, you got 35 seconds. Oh, my God.
All right, 35 seconds remaining. And Bubby Johnson with the early message for his team. 1 time, 1 stop. It's crazy. You practice all year basically with workouts, individuals, weight lifting, then you start the whole process of the season, and sometimes it comes down to 1 possession potentially for a championship.
Amazing. It generally does do that.
All right, ball comes in to Davis. 11-second differential. Davis drives, kicks. Yancey on the perimeter. Back to Davis. Wide open 3 for the tie. No. Rebound. Womber pulls it down. Fouled with 23, or did she get the timeout? UC gets the timeout. And that's key because Womber is a 41% free throw shooter and 1 of 4 in the game. Could not ask for a better look for Davis. She's only made 10 threes on the season.
30 seconds.
Yeah, that's a great look. As you mentioned, you couldn't get a better look, and Mietrich went over and doubled Nancy.
Right, let's listen in to Emily Stoller.
We're going to dive it out of bounds. Okay? If we don't get a steal, and steal, we've got to trap.
One here. Spit the ball to either one of these corners. Huda, wherever the ball goes, you're trapping. Everybody else rotating. If the ball gets out of the trap, we got a foul. Okay? All right.
Listen, if the ball gets out of the trap, stay. Don't foul him. Okay? I don't want to stop. Here we go. Finish on me.
All right, 23 seconds left. Again, Glenville has to foul 3 more times. 3 more times with 23 seconds. UC gets the ball advancement on the timeout. Charleston has 1 timeout remaining.
And they've got to be smart. Secure the ball. You know they're looking to foul. Secure the ball. Just work on getting the ball in bounds first.
Arrow also in favor of Charleston should there be a tie-up. Mietrich gets it in. And the trap and foul. Judging by Davis's reaction, they didn't want the early foul there. I think they wanted to get that trap, see how that played out.
Yeah, and I thought Stokes brought that ball up high. That could have been a little dangerous. You got to secure it.
All right, into Scully. 19 seconds. She's trapped, still trapped. And a timeout, UC. That's their last timeout. 16.8.
30 seconds.
And that's where they're going to take the ball out of bounds, closer to that corner on the sideline. That is a dangerous spot to have to inbounds the ball. You're just, if you throw it close, you're just begging for the trap to happen immediately. Got to find a way to create some separation, get that ball on the other side of the floor.
Let's listen in to the UC huddle again.
Keep a mental clock in your head. If it gets to 5, throw it off of her body and let's reset.
5 like I did 1.
Yeah, on the shot clock. Keep a mental clock. 5 seconds to go off the body. You be there for her. Remember, we need to get to shout out Coach Dwayne Osborne. Whenever you break a press, you gotta be in a 1-3-1. Get to where you're supposed to be. Somebody be here, somebody be middle, somebody back. Okay?
At 16.8 seconds to play. Bobby Johnson in his second year as the head coach of UC, trying to win his first tournament championship. His team leads by 3. Glenville has 1 free foul to give, 2 to put Glenville at the line, but they're running out of timeouts. I think they have to foul quick now. I know they've been getting those traps successfully, Meg, but you just can't allow Charleston to hold the ball for 5 seconds.
Yeah, we started this process in the 20s. And each time, you're just giving yourself less and less of an opportunity. Good job getting the ball in bounds.
Lob under the basket, and that is knocked away from O'Day. And they may want to look at that to see if it went off O'Day off the slap. She has it. Oh, it might have come off her leg. That's close.
Previous play is a coach's appeal for out of bounds.
So Glenville has indeed asked that they take a look at it. 13.8 seconds to play. Well, you want to commit, or do you want a couple more looks, Meg?
I can't commit just yet. Let me get a look here.
You want to put your record on the line here.
Right, yeah, I know I'm being tested, so I want to be as accurate as possible here. It's not hit yet, it's hit. That's tough to see right there if it hits her leg. Right there, it's.
A lot of times we watch the spin of the ball.
Yeah.
Judge if there was contact or not, if it changed. This might be a better look here, unless Allie's leg gets in the way.
It does not. Oh!
Oh, right there. Was it out of bounds before it bounced off her shin of O'Day?
Look, it's right around that tape area of her knee.
Well, here's the other thing.
But why?
Yep.
Yeah,
well,
Kigbo's out of bounds.
Yeah,
so.
Kigbo's out of bounds.
Yeah.
Touching the ball. Got a lot of things happening.
A lot of moving parts. we're trying to place these and piece these together for everyone. But right there, Okigbo is out of bounds.
And touching the ball.
And you got a bright blue shoe on.
It
touching the ball out of bounds. So
should be some more time, though, put back on the clock. Right now it's 13.8, and you can see that all happened with a little 14 plus. Yeah, and the official actually pointing right there at Okigbo.
Yeah, she may have read that the entire way.
Yeah. Okigbo's foot was out of bounds when she was touching the ball. That immediately kills the play. And I'm guessing now they're looking at the clock to get that adjustment. All right, back to where we were. We'll see what they do on the time, but the fouls are still the same, and that is Glenville has to foul twice. Worth noting that Charleston is 8 of 11 at the free throw line in the game, and essentially all they need is one.
And what Charleston does not want to do is generally out of bounds plays. Sometimes you say you're going to be that outlet in case we can't get it in, head up to the 3-point line. You want to catch it as close to the baseline as possible in this scenario. You do not want to leak out and throw it long to create any sort of steal or miscue turnover.
Here's the call from the official. They put the time back to 14.1. Charleston's going to maintain the ball.
After review, Glenville State white 10 was out of bounds while touching the ball, causing the ball to be out of bounds. The game clock will be set to 14.1. This is an unsuccessful challenge by Glenville State. They will lose a 30-second timeout.
All right, leaves them with 2 remaining. UC ball, Metrick awaiting to get it from the official. 14.1 seconds to play. Gives it into Stokes. Stokes just trying to avoid the contact. Does a great job to run it down to 11.7 before Yancey can catch up to her.
Yeah, smart play.
Next one will put them at the line. Charleston, get the ball to Stokes. 83%. That's your goal. Lobs it backdoor, wide open, layup good for O'Day. What a nice inbounds play.
That was beautiful. Really well-designed play. Probably the scariest layup O'Day has ever taken in her life.
She just kind of played possum back there. They lost her.
And you know what? Beautiful read from Metrick. I guarantee you, if Bryant hadn't come over there, she's a little bit more hesitant to throw that pass to O'Day, but instead Bryant leaked out, leaving O'Day wide open underneath that basket. And remember, Charleston has 5 fouls, so you can't really be anywhere near the play. A 3-point play, if they have a 2, cleanly let them come down and get a 2. Do not even look at the 3-point shooter. Turn your back and run the other direction if someone shoots a 3. Go away, because they're going to look to bait you into a foul, and they have 5 fouls, so they're going to the free throw line no matter what. So you've got to just stay clear away. And in turn, when you get the ball back in bounds, they have to foul. You will go to the free throw line. They will then have 5 fouls, but you got to be smart about this.
All right, 1 timeout remains, and that belongs to Glenville. Charleston is out, so they cannot advance it. Alley will inbound it. Charleston leads by 5. Alley lobs it into Okigbo. Back to Alley. She'll fire a 3 off the rim. No good. Rebound. Metrick fouled. 2.8 to play.
Man, the emotion from Cindy Metrick.
Metrick to the line to shoot 2 with 2.8 in a 5-point game. As Charleston on the verge of punching their ticket to the NCAA tournament. Heck with the bubble for UC. They will be in And now the bubble gets nervous because somebody's going to be left off. Intentional miss. Timeout Glenville. Advance with 1.7. They'll run Glenville out of timeouts now. 1.7 seconds to play. Again, can't overstate the job that Charleston did. You know, you look at this and you think 48-43 was an ugly game. This is exactly what Charleston had to do. They wouldn't win this game if this game goes into the 70s.
Yeah.
They gave up 87 and 90 points to this team during the regular season. Held them to 43. They had to make it ugly, and they have done that successfully.
Yeah, I thought right from the start their defense was absolutely tremendous. They completely took any kind of interior play from Bryant or Kigbo inside. Did a wonderful job on the boards. Hit some outside shots early from Scully. Metrick was tough as usual. Stokes got in some foul trouble, but you know, the freshmen one after another, whoever stepped up, the next man in, just, I mean, everyone gave production. And I thought Bubby Johnson he was so calm in his demeanor in that pregame interview with Brad. He said, we're prepared, we're ready, we're here, and they showed that the entire game, as they're going to get a couple of subs in here to experience these last 2.5 seconds.
How about the rebounding? 59-32 in favor of Charleston.
That's incredible. That's absolutely incredible. I thought it would be close, but nothing like that. I didn't think it would be lopsided for either team.
Yeah, Bridget Womber, the redshirt freshman, 16 rebounds for Charleston. Ball in. Alley fumbles with it. Picks it up. Fires it. No good. Charleston off the bubble. Into the dance. The University of Charleston Golden Eagles, for the third time, are MEC tournament champions. As these two premier programs in the Mountain East Conference, they have been the dominant teams in this league's history. The sixth overall time they've met on Championship Sunday. The series now split 3-3. 26 belongs to UC. Final score 48-43, University of Charleston, and the celebration starts for Bubby Johnson and the maroon and gold from the state capital of West Virginia, Charleston. Five-point win for UC, 48-43, and they certainly earned it. Glenville led for the first 6 or 7 minutes of the opening quarter, and once Charleston took over, they never relinquished the lead.
No, and you have to give credit to Bubby Johnson, his staff, the players. You always devise a game plan in a scout, but it's who buys in, who follows it, who's mentally ready to follow it, because this is one heck of a Glenville State team. I mean, they have so many weapons. They are so powerful on both sides of the floor. There's so much to contend with when you're putting together any kind of playbook on how to play them. And it was just incredible.
First tournament championship since 2022. First for Bubby Johnson as the head coach, and he's with Brad.
All right, I got to ask the obvious. The emotions pouring out of you, what's it mean?
I'm just so proud of them, man. Like, I don't know what to say. I'm just really proud of them. They've fought. I've been on their butt the whole year. I know they're tired of me. But they just stayed their course. They believed, they trusted. That was one of our keys to the game today, was just trust. Trust all the work that you put in. Trust me, trust each other. I mean, I'm just proud. I'm happy that my season not over with them. You know, we don't know where we stood in regionals, and the only way to guarantee I got to coach them again was to win today. So.
Unbelievable defensive effort. You held them to half their average, and this is incredible. No field goals in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
What was the key tonight defensively?
Man, God is good. I told you before. Just being locked in. Hands straight up, being in gaps, team defending. All of their players are amazing players, man. You could tell they get skill work. We're not guarding them one-on-one. We're not. we're team defending them. And if we didn't foul them as much, maybe we would have had a little safer of a lead. But, I mean, that's a really good team that we just played, and it shows how good we can be too. So, yeah, I just thought the effort, I told you in the beginning of the game, effort had to be there, and it was.
It was. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Best of luck in the tournament. Go celebrate with your
sir.
team.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Again, Bubby Johnson, longtime assistant at the University of Charleston. Going to enjoy this. Head coach and MEC champion, our health plan player of the game, Jordan Scully, the freshman from Sydney, Ohio. Did her damage in the first half. 9 points, including a 3. The health plan here for you. She was spectacular. Looking forward to watching her during her career here in Wheeling.
Yeah, unbelievable that she's just a freshman. The tournament that she has put on here and put on display, her offensive woes, I mean, just absolutely incredible. Really proud for the entire Charleston team.
Brad, take it away.
All right, Jordan, tell us about the defensive effort today. It was tremendous.
We just knew we had to go out there for 4 quarters and play defense, our hardest defense we could for 4 quarters. We had to outwork them. Every 10 minutes, we took it 10 minutes by 10 minutes and knew we had to play harder each time.
Great belief in this team amongst each other and with Coach. When did you know this team was special?
I knew it from the beginning. Preseason, we knew. We said we can win it all. So we knew. We trust each other. We trust our coach. We trust all the extra work we put in. We knew we'd get here.
Congratulations. Great effort.
Thank you.
Guys, back to you.
Jordan Scully, player of the game, University of Charleston, the team of the week. Despite their 3 seed, 14-6 in league play, they came in on the bubble, and they will have their name called tonight. For Meg Balger, Travis Jones, so long from Wheeling.